Every city has a ghost story, and in East Briar, that story is Darren Cole. He wasn't just a name on a clipboard, he was the voice of this neighborhood. Then, on a random Tuesday in October, the light in his office went out, and it never came back on.
I have proof, real proof. If anything happens to me, don't let this die.
Jayla, I have... If anything happens...
That voicemail? It wasn't a hello, it was a handoff. Jayla, I have proof. Real proof. Don't let this die. I've played it 1,000 times, just looking for a background noise, a street sign, anything. But all I hear is a man who knew he was out of time. The police? They gave me 15 minutes and a folder full of excuses. Voluntary departure, they called it. Case closed. But Darren didn't run, he documented. He kept receipts for a world that refuses to account for itself. If the precinct wouldn't look for him, fine. I'd find what he was looking at myself. I started knocking on doors Darren had visited, and the stories, they were always the same. Men in black tactical gear, security vans with no plates, and a wall of fear that felt less like protection and more like an occupation.
The security vans are always here, and cameras are everywhere now. We keep seeing men asking questions late at night.
The paper trail led to one place, Vanguard Urban Solutions. On paper, they're a revitalization firm. In reality, they're a wrecking ball with a legal department. Millions in consulting fees paid to city inspectors, the same ones who signed the condemnation orders for Darren's block. They weren't fixing East Briar, they were emptying it. Aegis Tactical, not city police, private muscle. They show up in the background of every eviction, every accidental fire, every grainy CCTV frame. Darren wasn't just tracking a fraud, he was tracking a takeover.
I have proof, real proof. If anything happens to me, don't let this die.
He knew they'd wipe his cloud. He knew they'd take his phone. So, he went analog. He hid the truth in the one place they'd never look, the actual history of the neighborhood they're trying to erase. And when I finally opened that drive, I didn't see numbers. I saw a list. A list of people they'd already relocated. And Darren's name? It was right at the top. Act 4. It wasn't just Darren. It was Mrs. Gable, Marcus from the youth center, anyone who owned their home. Anyone who stood in the way of the clearance was simply moved. I thought having the truth would protect me, but the city is quiet tonight. Too quiet. I thought I was looking for a person, but I was looking at a balance sheet. Darren's drive didn't just have names, it had prices. Councilman Elias Thorne, the man who promised us a new East Briar, he was the one signing the checks. I stood in that ballroom, surrounded by the people who sold our streets for a campaign contribution. I heard them laughing while they toasted to Phase 4. They think we're just obstructions to be cleared, but they made a mistake. They left the ledger behind, and now I have the receipts. They didn't just move people out, they moved them away. I followed the list to a place the maps don't show, an industrial site disguised as a relief center. It's a cage, built by Vanguard and guarded by Aegis. I saw them, Mrs. Gable, Marcus, people who were supposed to be starting over. They aren't living, they're working off a debt that never ends. But I found something else in those woods, a witness. Someone who saw Darren break the perimeter. He's not a victim, he's a fugitive. And if he's still running, then I have to keep recording. They can cut the power, they can jam the signal, but they can't stop the truth once it's in the air. We aren't asking for permission anymore. This isn't just a documentary, it's a declaration. East Briar isn't a sector to be managed or a flaw to be extracted. It's our home. Look at the streets. Look at the vans retreating. We found the voice they tried to bury. Darren is back. I'm still here. And we are loud. We are very loud.
Chalk lines past a hate pen. If these walls could talk, you pray they stay quiet. Tongues dripping poison, truth stayed inside. If these walls could talk, you never wanna stay. They'd haunt you at night, take your peace away. Plaster peeling like skin in a fight. Knuckles tattooed red under flickering light. Hunger in the drywall, gnawing on guilt. Foundations cracked from the pain they built. They seen the gang ties, the oaths and the lies. The ones who got caught and the ones who survived. From cipher circles to the shots in the dark. Every corner's got a story, every stain leaves a mark. If these walls could